let's take a quick look at the Vinchin backup and recovery solution. Here's a sketch of Vinchin backup and recovery solution. As you can see, compared to our previous solution architecture, there are some new elements had been added in this new architecture. For virtual machine backup and recovery, we have added some new virtual platform support. And beneath virtual machine backup and recovery, as you can see that we have added file level backup and recovery for both Windows and Linux physical servers. In the middle of this diagram, there are Vinchin backup and recovery products, including backup server, backup node, and backup proxy. The backup proxy is new and is available in version 6. On the right side, there's where the backup data goes to. You can have 3 different copies of the backup data. First one is the original backup. The second one is that you can make backup copies to save a copy of the backup data. Here, let's take a look at Vinchin backup and recovery architecture components. In this example, there are 2 sites, the primary site and the remote site. On the primary site, Vinchin backup server, backup node, and backup proxy had been deployed. On the remote site, only Vinchin backup server had been deployed. The remote site Vinchin backup server is used for offsite backup copy storage only. So let's focus on the primary site. To deploy Vinchin backup and recovery solution, you will need a single backup. For both Vinchin backup node and proxy, they are optional components. If your backup infrastructure needs these 2 components, they are free of charge. You don't have to pay extra license fees for them. Okay, here's a list of Vinchin virtual infrastructures that can be supported by a Vinchin backup and recovery server, including VMware Whisper, Microsoft Hyper-V, Citrix Zen Server, XCP-ng, Red Hat Virtualization, Overt, OpenStack, Oracle Linux Virtualization Manager, Huawei Fusion Compute, Sanford HCI. Among them, the latest version, VMware Whisper 7 and Overt 4.4, and Zen Server version 8.2 are now supported. And the 2 new virtual infrastructure, XCP-ng and Oracle OLVM, are now supported. So Vinchin backup and recovery version 6 can now support 10 different hypervisors and can widely protect the mainstream virtual infrastructure in the world. Okay, here are some main features of virtual machine backup and recovery. For virtual machine backup, we support agentless backup. No plugins are required to be installed on the virtual machine. And the features forever incremental backup, CBT and the speed kit, NAND-free backup, data duplication and compression, and the bit detector can help users to reduce the usage of the IT resources. So backups can be done more frequently to achieve shorter RPO. For the backup data safety, users can save on-site and off-site backup copies and can also archive the backup data to the cloud storages. This can eliminate the possibilities of data loss. For virtual machine recovery, we have instant recovery and migration, full and group virtual machine recovery, NAND-free recovery, cross-host or cross-cluster recovery, recovery from backup, recovery from backup copy, and recovery from backup archive. So you can have a lot of means to bring your virtual machine back online. And for some specific situations, for example, if there are just some files in the virtual machine that have corrupted or had been accidentally deleted, you can use our file level granular restore feature to recover the files only instead of recovering the whole virtual machine. Another example, if a virtual machine got affected by ransomware, you can choose to roll back the virtual machine state by simply using a previous restore point.